I had to find a pocket of space in the apartment that didn't look crazy and also where I could sit because I went to the gym. I have dirty clothes, so I'm just sitting on this stool. That's okay. I sit on with dirty clothes because I can easily wipe it instead of like my couch or my office chair. To be honest, I completely forgot to film. I did not have plans for today's Vlogmas episode, but there's a few days left till Christmas. Only today is the 21st, so 1, 2, 3, 4 days till Christmas. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I only have 4 more videos to post. What am I going to post about? And obviously, looking ahead to 2025, there's so much to be thinking about. A new year is when people start thinking about what's next, right? So I thought I would take this episode, I like how I'm calling it episodes, like if it's a show, but I guess it is kind of like a show. But on this episode, I think I'm going to share a few podcasts that I listen to. I've been wanting to share about these for a while now, so why not now? Podcasts are a great way, obviously, to learn, to listen to news, to gather information, and it is really easy to sort of get tunnel vision too if you only listen to a select few, especially with the news. I use podcasts mostly for motivation, for inspiration, and learning. So the 3 podcasts that I really like listening to, it just depends kind of what I'm looking for. This is really more for personal development versus news or anything like that. I'm not going to share about that, but more about what I listen to just to help keep me going, especially when we're facing all those ups and downs of being a business owner, of becoming a content creator, of doing new things, and how I sort of use those tools to take next steps in my life. First podcast that I probably listen to the most is the Mel Robbins podcast. Mel Robbins is a speaker. She had a talk show on TV at one point, but it did get canceled, which I know she was really bummed about. She shares about that in her podcast from time to time, but her podcast is one of the top podcasts in the world. Everyone around the world, tens of millions of people listen to her. She also has an interesting story. She's in her 50s now, and she has 3 kids. They're basically all out of the house now. They're all grown. But when she was in her early 40s, which is basically the age I am now, she went through a lot of struggles, battling depression, just failing businesses. She wasn't working. And it's really about how she got back up and she used the tools or created these tools that she is now sharing with the world. She has a few personal development books out. One is called The High 5 Habit. I think her most recent one is called The Let Them Theory. She really dives deep with all of her podcasts guests into the different topics that she's learning. So whether it's rewiring your brain for more productivity, how to approach relationships, how to let go of trauma, like those types of things. She always has a disclaimer that it's not based in any like medical knowledge, or she's not a therapist or anything like that, obviously. She really asks probing questions to the experts that she brings on the show, and I find it incredibly motivating, especially when I don't feel like doing anything or I'm finding myself stuck either creatively or just personally or with my business. She's probably one of the top ones that I listen to because it's not just empty motivation, it's scientifically backed with all the experts that she brings on. So I really appreciate the deep diving that she does. I really appreciate all the work that she does, and she's very transparent as well about her journey, how she's feeling about her ADHD, just different things. And she doesn't come off trying to be perfect or anything like that. And she takes us through everything that she's learned, so-called failed, which I don't want to say failures because it's all experiences that led her to create this podcast. And she had been thinking about doing this podcast for years. And so it's really motivating to see someone like her do what she does, but also learn from her at the same time. So I would say that's my top number 1 right now. She's obviously available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of that. And then she also has YouTube videos up if you want to watch videos of her podcasts instead. The second podcast I probably listen to the most is Jasmine Star. I think she calls it the Jasmine Star Show. Jasmine used to be a luxury wedding photographer for a long time, back in maybe like 2008-ish, when blogs were really on the rise. She started sharing about her journey and also about how to be a good wedding photographer. And then that kind of put her on the map. At some point along the way, when social media really started to become essential for brands to market themselves, she used that tool really to her advantage, and now basically she is helping small businesses and brands sell their services on social media. And it's a bit of both. It's not just how-tos, but it's also motivating, and it's not just about social media anymore. It's really about the business mindset, and I think she's really going in that direction. So it's been really inspiring as well to see her. I've been a subscriber of her social media platform, which is called Social Curators. I've been a part of it for I think 3 or 4 years now. It was like sometime during the pandemic I signed up. It's a monthly fee of $50. It might be a little more now. It basically gives you tools to stay consistent with social media. She also has group coaching calls. She also has unlimited resources there. And then they also have client services, really, like a customer service for anyone who's a subscriber of the platform, to ask any questions to, and they can help you kind of map out how you want to use social media to market and sell your services and sell your business, essentially. So she has a podcast, which I don't think has any sponsors or anything like that. She really does it to support the work that she does through her business, her platform, through Social Curators. And I like listening to it because it's not just about social media or marketing, but it's really about being a business owner. And she shares a lot about her journey and like her trajectory. And it's been really great to see how she's moving forward. Lastly, the third podcast I listen to every once in a while. It's not an everyday or even every week thing, but Trent Shelton is someone that I started listening to because I think I found out about him through Jamie Kern Lima, who is someone else that I also love. I wonder if she has launched her podcast. I actually haven't listened to it, but she's also someone that I really, really like in the personal development space. But Trent Shelton's a former NFL player turned motivational speaker. I think we're about the same age. I listen to him when I'm really feeling like I need to get pumped up. Like I need someone to like tell me I can do it, but tell me that I'm awesome, tell me that I need to just let go of all inhibitions and any naysayers out there and look them in the face and say I can do it and I'm gonna prove you wrong type of thing. I feel like his messaging is super powerful, super strong. I really appreciate the energy that I feel whenever I listen to one of his episodes. So there you have it. Those are the 3 podcasts that I really like listening to just from my own personal development. Maybe this year I'll venture out and see if there's any other ones that I really like, but those are the 3 that have kind of spoken to me over the past year. And to be honest, sometimes I don't always want to listen to a podcast because I'm not always wanting to be motivated. Sometimes I just want to chill and just not even think about any of that kind of stuff. But I do find that when I'm really feeling a little bit stuck or not sure what to do next or overwhelmed or burnt out, if I listen to a podcast or even a part of it, it helps give me that energy again and find that motivation again. So I think it's a great tool to just know that, first of all, you're not alone in this journey. And secondly, it's great to learn. Even if you're just absorbing it and you're not taking action just yet, I think it's okay. I just love learning about how to level up in different ways. A lot of the messaging you'll realize in different podcasts, it's the same messaging, just delivered in kind of different ways by different people from different industries. But that's what's so great about it and what I love about it, because you can kind of find someone that's your cup of tea, that explains things in the way that you understand, that resonates with you. So even if it's not the 3 that I just mentioned, I'm sure you can find other people or podcasts to follow just to help you along your journey. That's also why I'm excited just to keep growing my channel, because a lot of times I'm like, who's going to watch my videos? Who's going to keep subscribing? And how am I going to build my audience? But I do know that if I keep showing up And if I keep trying to improve, I'm going to attract those people and build the community that understands or appreciates what I have to offer. So I'm really excited to just keep going. I'm really excited for the last few days of Vlogmas. I am gonna get a lot of that time back after Christmas, I think, because I've been spending a lot of time and energy just making sure I get those videos out every day. And I am going to do a video in the next couple of days about just what I learned through this process and just a little bit of analysis about what videos have really gotten a lot of views and all of that. I think it's really interesting to just take a look at the analytics. Thank you for watching. My name is Jane Yu. I should probably start introducing myself in the beginning of the videos so you know who I am, but if you made it to here, thank you so much. Hope you are enjoying the holiday season so far and have a great weekend.